Hello everyone and welcome to episode 89 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel of the modern day UFC save, as we have our first fight night and the first card overall of the new year, as it is Blachowicz versus Jimmy Crute. The winner of this bout will take on Jiri Prochazka for the new vacated, as far as light heavyweight championship. And so you can see as far as for the tournament standings, as far as Jiri Prochazka has beaten Anthony Smith, of course, and now he awaits to see who he will be facing for that UFC light heavyweight title. As far as before we get into the card, though, we do have two pieces of mail, rather, as Usyk is out against Zabit. That is a very, very tough loss for Usyk because he is just on a tear right now. He just beat Miroslav Blachowicz. Guillotine choked him in September as well. He's beaten Frankie Edgar. He knocked out Ricardo Lamos. He is just rolling right now. Now we have to wait for him to get back to 100%, which is fine for him because, sure, he's 12th right now. He's a 14th featherweight in the world. He'll get a ranked guy again, and he'll definitely probably get somebody that might potentially even be in the top 5. For Zabit, who was right at number 5, he's now going to take on Guan Wang, which is a huge opportunity for Guan Wang, first of all, because Wang is, I think, 25th on the rankings, very, very far away from even being in the top 15. The reason why he's getting this fight is Guan Wang, of course, just beat, as we gotta change that to reset, as Guan Wang had just beaten Arnold Allen, knocked him out, when Arnold Allen was the 4th ranked featherweight in the world. That was huge, that was at 266, so that wasn't even that long ago, that was back in September. So that shows you, again, that opened up the main card also. And he took that fight on short notice, if I remember correctly. I want to say Arnold Allen was supposed to take on Leron Murphy, and Murphy got hurt. Guan Wang stepped up and knocked him out. Very, very huge opportunity to then go into a potential top 5 matchup again. He gets a win here. My God, I don't even know what would be next for him, besides maybe the 2nd or 3rd ranked guy, and he gets a title fight. Because, what else can you want for somebody? He's going to beat, potentially, Arnold Allen and Zabit in back-to-back fights. That's massive. Both those guys were undefeated at one point. I believe Arnold Allen, he had already lost to Zabit. Yeah, so he had already lost to Zabit. And then Zabit, of course, had already lost to Miroslav Blachowicz. It'd be kind of crazy if we give him Miroslav Blachowicz as far as for Guan Wang, because if Guan Wang would then beat basically everybody who has beaten each other there, that at one point had over 5 wins in the UFC, and he's only lost to Darren Elkins, and even then, that loss was a split decision. So you can't even beat, and Darren Elkins is just a tough guy to beat. So there is that too. But man, he's been a lot of fun to watch, especially for a guy that I didn't expect to really make a rise. Because when we started this, of course, he had just beaten Gabriel Benitez as far as his win there. He had a split decision win over Caceres back in 2017. It had been a while since we had used him, obviously, the UFC, and to bring him in, having these big opportunities after losing to Darren Elkins by split decision and just taking a fight on short notice, that's what can happen sometimes. Fortunes can be changed in an instant, for sure, but that is just the pieces of mail. And also, we didn't even talk about Gregor Gillespie. I'm so disappointed in this. Another guy that is literally a title fight away, just is like, yep, I'm taking a hiatus. So fucking dumb. I get it if it's somebody that is after, a tough loss or something. That makes a lot more sense to me. That happened again with Cody Garbrandt, who is still on hiatus. It's almost been, let's see, Fight Island 3, I want to say that was January. Yeah, it's now officially been a year since he's been gone. He was the 3rd ranked guy, was literally tapping on the door to get a title fight. He's probably a fight away at the time. Now he's still ranked 3rd, but, as far as a former bantamweight champion, he had a bit of a losing streak there after losing to Dillashaw twice, and then Pedro Munoz, but he beat Ascunio, he beat Casey Kenny. He's probably, as far as when he comes back, the bantamweight division is so stacked. I don't even know who he would face right now. We're going to look at the rankings here in a bit to really talk about kind of what's the future for a lot of these guys and girls, of course, when we get to the women's side of things. But for the end of the year awards, as far as Kevin Lee, Fighter of the Year, Macy Barber, Female Fighter of the Year. No surprise there for Kevin Lee. Beat Connor. Of course, he beat to become the lightweight champion. Just beat Ali Quinta. He 2020 though. He beat Beneil Dariush, Anthony Pettis, Dustin Poirier. But getting finishes as well over McGregor and Quinta was huge. He will probably be fighting as far as really just kind of depends on how everything kind of shapes up there. Might be because we have basically all the pay-per-views lined up for at least the first 3 or 4 months, so it'll probably be in the summer. We'll see though. But Macy Barber, she will be fighting Erin Blanchfield in April. She'll be in Colorado for that one. But yeah, she of course had beaten Jessica Ai, and then she just beat Montana De La Rosa after losing to her by split decision to win that. As far as the flyweight title, and now taking on Erin Blanchfield, that should be a hell of a fight. As far as from that regard, Deep won the Company of the Year. I think we have not won the Company of the Year yet. Yeah, that's kind of hilarious. Danielle Wolf winning the Rookie of the Year is also hilarious because she's already retired. But yeah, she was a decorated boxing champ and was going to go into the Olympics again as far as to try to go for a gold medal, but then they cut it, and so she went to MMA. But yeah, already into that. Show of the Year was actually a Cage Warriors, which it was a Joseph Duffy co-main event there. Yeah, just fantastic and good to great fights all the way around. As far as from that regard, it was an 84. That's just those 233 people saw one of the best cards they'll ever see. Which is funny, too, because they also had, I believe they also had the worst, I thought they had the worst show of the year, but maybe they didn't. Maybe they, could have swore they did. But now it looks like, yeah, just the worst fight of the year was for M1. Andre Nunez won submission of the year, though, against Zach Cummings, which I believe that was with a calf slicer, yeah. Which, yeah, that is quite impressive. No one bust out the old calf slicer. But yeah, Deep also had the Fight of the Year as well, with Cody Haddon and Kyrian Moses, as it was rated excellent. That was also a great card. That was an 80 for Deep. But M1 had the worst fight. Main event of the year was a Road FC main event, and the upset of the year was Tyler King beating Maxim Grishin and the PFL. I could have swore there was a worse show of the year. Maybe I'm misremembering. But also, Team of the Year was AKA, or not AKA, American Top Team, as they have, as far as American Top Team, they have 3 champions. Right now, Gamrot is there, so he counts as one of them because he's killing it right now. I'm waiting for his contract to come out, of course, because he's incredible. It sucks that we have had to wait to get him, because obviously he was in KSW, and then when his contract, I think in the start of the safe, he had already been in Ryzen. I don't think his contract had been up. He'd already got his 2 fights already in for his guaranteed fights. I believe his contract has 2 more fights for it, as, I think we can, 3 more fights. Yeah, so he's got 3 more fights left, but his contract expires in the year. He will definitely be snagged. Because, he's Gamrot. We already, he's the man. But, yeah, they have Poirier. They have, as far as Kobe, they got, as far as Gillian Robertson, they got Guan Wang, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Johnny Elbin, Jorge Masvidal, Christoph Jocko. They just have a lot of people. Mark Hunt is there as a trainer. Miroslav Becic is there. King Mo's there as a trainer. Barrero is there. That's crazy. DC Torres, but Valerie Lareda's there as well. I believe the other champions, they have Amanda Nunes, which is, of course, our women's featherweight champion, but they also have the Brave featherweight champion, Bubba Jenkins, which I don't think they should really count the Brave champ as a major championship, but, Bubba Jenkins is good. His contract's actually up right now, but we're not going to bring him in. We don't need even though he is a high-level wrestler, and, D1 national champion, at 157, I just, I'm I don't think we really need him right now. He's not going to put out great performances, really. He's not going to get finishes. I'm fine. I'm good. He could stay in Brave. That's fine. But as far as kind of think of some of the other teams to maybe watch out for, we talked about a little bit AKA because of having Aspen Ladd and Watt Adams. They've been great, of course. Anytime you can kind of see Eagles MMA because of obviously Habib. They don't have Umar though, funny enough, but they have Sergey Pavlovich in case he gets rolling. I believe actually TriStar Gym because they have obviously Roy McDonald, but they also have Kevin Lee training with them, so that's 2 champs right there. And of course GSP training people. Ryan Hall's there as well. They're kind of low key cooking a little bit. Having 2 UFC champions is pretty huge. I mean, fucking the American Top Team doesn't even have that. That shows you how pretty rare it is. The Pit's always a good little camp. I believe they have Invictus, strawweight champ right now. But as far as anybody else, Team Nogueira, I believe, has a former Team of the Year. Yeah, but they haven't won a Team of the Year, obviously, recently. I believe they won it last year. I believe, they were 20. Oh, was they 2011? 2011. I was thinking they were 2021, but no, they're 2011. That was obviously when Big Nog wasn't. Oh no, he was. I don't think it was the champ. No, that was. I was thinking when him and Frank Mir fought, but no, that was late 2000s. That wasn't 2011. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Revolution Fight Team has a champ. I believe they have Titan FC's champ. It's a featherweight champ. Rothwell MMA. Ben Rothwell doing his thing over there. Ricardo Almeida's Jiu-Jitsu camp. Red Devil Fight Club's usually pretty good, but now I think just so many of the Russian, the Dagestanis, they're all over the place now. The Pitbull brothers, of course. As far as them themselves are great, but really it's hard for. And they got Brazeras though, so that's fun. MMA Lab usually has some decent talent. Yeah, nobody has a champ. Can we search by if they have a champ? That'd be nice. Yeah, that's alright. Guess we can go off of reputation. Maybe that'll help us out a little bit to kind of bring it in. Because I knew Test Planet, they have, I was about to say they have Ryzen's women's flyweight champ, Pearl Gonzalez, who I believe, she's 12-4. I believe we have her shortlisted. Oh, no, we don't. Make her shortlisted. Because, she lost in 2017, but right now she's doing pretty well for Ryzen, so not a bad call. Alliance MMA, they have, I believe, Bellator's champ and Ryzen's flyweight champ. American Top Team we already looked at. Cesar Gracie has a former Team of the Year. It's 2012, yeah. Oh, yeah, Hard Knocks usually has some good people. Yeah, they got some top 25 guys. Yeah, Genesis has Thug Rose, so that's nice of them. Of course, Mark Khan as well as the permanent guy. SBG Ireland, they got potentially Michael Venom Page. Might just if he can beat Roy McDonald. Same thing for Connor if he wins the super lightweight title. So they might make a run for it. Team Quest has a champ. Yeah, they got as far as they have a couple of Bellator and Brave champs, but they almost have Roy Val if he can, of course, get the win. I thought Wolf Slayer wasn't active anymore. That's crazy. So I guess it still is. I guess Bisping's running it. But yeah, I mean that was when Rampage was with them. Rampage and Bisping, those guys really were the flagship, I would say, for Wolf Slayer. Yeah, that's I think we could probably we kind of Team Alpha Male, of course. You got Uriah. They have a couple. Yeah, they got Sage is the featherweight champ and won. Well, good for him. And they also have Macy Barber. That seems a little bit more credible, I would say, as for Team of the Year, with Uriah and Macy, and they also have Darren Elkins, who's pretty good. Obviously, Cody Garbrandt is on the rise. Of course, Macy's a champ, but Josh Emmett at first was looking to be pretty good, but here in the save, I don't think it's really happening. Dong Song's doing well. They just, obviously, they're kind of more on the smaller side of things. But yeah, that's as far as from that. Now we'll go into the rankings, see where everybody's at. So the heavyweight, we were going to wait for JDS and Derek Lewis, but I'm tired of waiting on JDS. Because heavyweight is so weird, with these three in particular, because Curtis Blades and JDS have fought. Curtis Blades lost to JDS, but Curtis Blades has fought Derek Lewis in the past. And he's beaten him, and that happened in the save, of course. That was the fight after he lost to JDS at the beginning of 2020 during the save. He just beat Francis, the Derek Lewis, of course. He and JDS, as far as JDS right now, he's still got about... It's really only 2 weeks, which doesn't seem like a lot, but he's already lost to Curtis Blades. So, oh yeah, that's right, he lost to Curtis Blades. So yeah, he lost to Curtis Blades, but he beat Derek Lewis, that's what it was. I was thinking Curtis Blades had lost, but no, Curtis Blades had beaten JDS and he beat Derek Lewis, but as far as Blades lost, as far as, or JDS lost to Derek Lewis, that's what it was. Yeah, it's a whole, if we could have a triple threat MMA fight for the heavyweight title, that'd be fantastic. Of course, this is all for the interim because John is still the champ. He'll be back raring to go. But yeah, wait, we didn't even click on Curtis Blades because, yeah, he lost to Derek Lewis. That's what it was. And just wild. Wild how those three have kind of intertwined like that. And I figured since JDS at least lost to somebody, you know, as far as during the save, and, you know, for JDS again to go back to him, the Derek Lewis win was pre-save, so I figured that's kind of the fairest way to go about it. And basically, whoever wins this fight for the interim heavyweight title will defend that interim heavyweight title against JDS at the Brazil pay-per-view, which I believe is 276. It's going to be in the summer, I know that much. So it will be a while for them, because their fight is coming up. Their fight is, I don't think it's at the 270 card. Yeah, it's at the... We're going to have it actually be on the ESPN Plus. So I wanted to give something, a bit of a boost for the heavyweights. It is in Texas, too, so give Derek Lewis a bit of a rub ski for that. He could have it, you know, could very well be the interim heavyweight champion if he can beat Curtis Blades. And basically, we'll have Juan Adams waiting in the wing, because, of course, he just beat Francis. But also, his only loss is to Curtis Blades. So there is that in the save. As far as from that regard, as far as what to do next with Juan, probably whoever loses between these two will fight Juan Adams. If it's Curtis Blades, we'll probably have Curtis Blades fight maybe JDS, or fight the loser of that fight, and give Juan Adams maybe a title fight. But also, too, at the same time, whoever is the winner of whoever wins between JDS and the winner of this fight will take on John Jones. I feel like I'm the gif of when Charlie, It's Always Sunny, is trying to pinpoint everything with the fucking whiteboard in the background when they are working in the mailroom. That's just how I felt trying to explain all that. But yeah, that's basically the top 5. Now, so Overeem and Anthony Rumble Johnson, they're fighting, of course, coming up. That's the Fight Island main event you see there, as far as Fight Island 10. And that's going to be a fun main event. Stipe, of course, after losing to JDS and losing to John, I figured he would have retired after the JDS loss. Not sure what is next for him. Maybe we'll give him Juan Adams, that'd be kind of crazy, or we'll give him the winner/loser, depending on how it goes between those two against Stipe. That's going to be a fun fight, especially Alistair Overeem and Stipe Miocic. Be pretty fun, but also Rumble and Stipe would be fun. Of course, Cyril Gahn went on a run until he ran into Curtis Blades. Tabora, as far as he is taken, he just lost to Curtis Blades as well. But he beat Overeem by split decision. Maybe we'll run it back. Do a rematch there if Overeem loses here. But Volkov, he's fighting Muhammad Usman, actually. That's coming up pretty soon. That's not at the 270 card. I believe that's on the Texas card as well. Yeah, that's happening in March. So, Muhammad Usman's got a big chance taking on a top 15 guy, as far as for that regard. Yair Rozenstruik, as far as he just lost to Favale, he'll probably be out for a hot minute. Of course, he got knocked out pretty viciously by Favale. Who knows, as far as in that regard, will be next for him. Tai Tuivasa, we're waiting to kind of see. Now he's the highest ranked guy that doesn't have a fight yet. We might do him and Justin Willis, just because, similar records, and both guys could kind of use a win. At least Justin Willis is 5-3, whereas Tai is 4-5. It's weird that Chris Dukakis is ranked so high. Again, he would not be ranked ahead of Francis or Yair Rozenstruik, or even Augusto Sakai. Probably wouldn't be ranked ahead of Justin Willis or Sergey Pavlovich. I would honestly have him not even be ranked, but just is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much the heavyweight division right now. Sergey Pavlovich, he's fighting Augusto Sakai in Russia. That's going to be on the pay-per-view with McGregor and Khabib 3. That's happening in February. So that's going to be a big fight for them. Both guys potentially looking to jump up in the top 15. But light heavyweight, of course, we'll be waiting on whoever wins between Jan Blachowicz and Jimmy Crute. And they'll take on Yuri Prohaska for Dominic Reyes. He, of course, just beat Luke Rockhold and Corey Anderson. We might do him and Anthony Smith. I feel like that's a fun fight, but also we can do Dominic Reyes and Ryan Bader. We could also do Ryan Bader and Anthony Smith, which I feel like might make a lot more sense. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. Of course, he just lost to Yuri, did Anthony Smith. But yeah, we'll probably do that. Winner takes on Dominic Reyes. And then the winner of that fight will take on whoever is the new champ at that point. But Alonzo Minfield, 13-0, on a hell of a run. Of course, was supposed to fight Ryan Bader, but now he's fighting Ryan Spann. So at least he still gets a Ryan. But Ryan Spann, of course, very, very tough. Big motherfucker as well. Volkan Oezdemir on a bit of a run as well right now. He's looking for his 20th win. Johnny Walker is on that ESPN Plus card that's in Brazil. Him and Thiago Santos. It's happening in it's next week, actually. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. As far as they're 9-11 on the rankings. Luke Rockhold, of course, 13th there. He had just lost to Volkan Oezdemir. And he lost to Dominic Reyes. But at least he beat Ryan Bader, which is still hilarious to think, with Ryan Bader being still the number 1 ranked guy. Just wild. Eric Anders and OSP, they're fighting next, which is awesome, too, since they're both, as far as SEC football players, Tennessee and Alabama. Lazurcic, as far as Montreal, he, I believe, is fighting, is he fighting? Yeah, but he's fighting Koutabali. Yeah, that's at Fight Island, so that's coming up a couple of weeks. So, yeah, 16 and 18 there. Nikita Krylov, I believe, is on that Fight Island card as well. Yeah, he's fighting Talon, which is going to be a crazy fight. Talon, of course, not ranked. Khalil Roundtree, 23rd. Very, very sad to see him down here. He also lost to Talon, so that's why he's on a bit of a losing streak after beating Mauricio Shogun Rua. But he's fought some tough guys, though, at the same time. But hopefully we can give him a nice, easy win, a nice, easy fight when he comes back. But yeah, it's still crazy Shogun didn't retire. Middleweight, of course, it's such a weird division because Israel Adesanya's pretty much cleared him out. But of course, we just saw Poatan, Alexa Pereira, beat Uriah Hall here in the save. I'm hoping we can get that fight going. I really think it'd be a fun fight. Sean Strickland's fighting Ibrahim, as far as that is on the UFC 270 card. That's happening to end out the month of January here. Hermanson's fighting Whitaker. And right now, we're going to have Brad Tavares at least be penciled in to fight at Israel Adesanya. But that might change. They fought before. It was a 3-round fight and it went the distance. And that's kind of why we're thinking of giving Tavares a fight. Mainly, and also, too, he's on a 4-fight winning streak. Sure, none of his guys are top 5 or even top 10 wins. Actually, Darren Till was 9th, so I guess there's that. But Darren Till also beat Krzysztof Jotko, who's ranked 7th. So it's kind of all over the place as far as from that regard. Paulo Costa, of course, he had just lost to both Whitaker and Izzy. But now he's fighting Julian Marquez. That's coming up, of course, in the Brazil card as well. I believe ACJ, as far as Antonio Carlos Jr., he's fighting Caio. Yeah, that's also on that Brazil card. So a lot of big-time middleweight fights there. Yeah, because Caio's not even ranked. So that's a huge fight, for sure. As far as Cannonier, I believe he is fighting trying to think. I think it's an unranked. Yeah, it's a Roman Kopylov, which is a big fight. Big fight for both guys. I mean, Jared Cannonier's had a very, very tough go of it. So hopefully he can get things on the right track. Kevin Gastelum, of course, just lost to old Bobby Nux back in November. Of course, that was the Fight Island main event. Very, very fun fight. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do next with him. Derek Brunson just lost to Krzysztof Jotko. Got knocked out by Krzysztof Jotko, which I did not expect. Of course, Darren Till, though, I want to give him another top guy. Him and Kevin Gastelum's a fun fight on paper. Also, potentially whoever loses between Sean Strickland and Ibrahim there. Also could fight the loser of Jack Hermanson and Robert Whittaker, too. So there's that. Also could have him fight Brad Tavares. So there's just a lot of different variables there as far as on that regard. Middleweight, it's a bit of a crapshoot. Of course, we got Paul Witton waiting in the wing, waiting for the bat signal for him to fight Israel Adesanya, and then for Brendan Allen, he's on the rise. He's 4-1. He, I believe his only loss was to Trevin Giles, which is kind of crazy. He got 30-27 by Trevin Giles, but he beat Cannonier with a heel hook, who is still ranked 15th. We'll probably give him another top 15 guy, as far as could give him the probably loser of the ACJ, Julian Marquez, or even a Derek Brunson or Gastelum even, or even a Krzysztof Jotko. A lot of different variables there as well. Maybe even Paulo Costa. So we'll see. As far as that goes, of course, Rory McDonald, and Michael Page. That is set. Kamaru Usman, of course, still recovering from his loss to Rory McDonald in very, very crazy fashion there in Louisiana back in October. I don't know if we'll do him and Kobe, because obviously Kobe just lost to LaQuay. Because really, LaQuay, he'll probably get the next title fight. Now, Robbie Lawler, funny enough, he beat Tony Martin. You could say Usman fight with him would be kind of fun. Also, him and LaQuay to see would be the next title fight. But I just think LaQuay, for what he's done, he's been, he beat Kobe, he beat Dos Anjos as well. Maybe give him one more fight with, either Usman or Robbie Lawler and kind of decide it there after beating Kobe. But Usman, he's still got 35 days to recover as well. Robbie, I believe, will be back relatively soon. Yeah, he'll actually be back next week. So we'll probably make that fight with him and LaQuay happen pretty soon. Pretty soon. That way, whoever wins that fight, you can definitely say deserves a title fight. We might even give Usman a rematch if it's if Michael Venom Page beats Rory McDonald. That would be a good fight to make. We'll see. Might even do again. Kamaru Usman, Kobe Covington. They have their history. Could be a fun rematch. Could be a fun one. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, it would be crazy if Tyron Woodley didn't retire. Had the split decision win. Could have had a rematch there. And instead, loses the belt to Rory McDonald. As far as Nate Diaz, he is fighting. I believe he's fighting Kobe Covington. Yeah, that's on the California card that's happening in June. That's going to be kind of a fun fight. Striker versus grappler, but obviously Nate, I wouldn't say striker versus grappler. That's a little unfair because Nate's percentage is pretty crazy. Obviously, by this point in his career, he had kind of stopped going for submissions. Really, his there in the beginning, though, obviously in the prime and towards the beginning of his career, he was kind of known for that. Had the double bird fucking triangle, the guillotine win over Jim Miller, the armbar over Takanori Gomi. He's gotten some huge wins. Had the couple of did really well in the Ultimate Fighter as well with those wins, and choked down Melvin Gallard as well with a guillotine. Yeah, it's wild. It is wild to think that him and Kobe are going to fight, though, because that's just stylistically two very, very different guys. Probably a fun fight, though. Of course, Stephen Thompson, his run here in this save has been just a shit show and a half. Had the win over Nate Diaz, so he did have that. That was a very fun fight to do. The split draw with Leon Edwards. Then he lost to an armbar. Then he got pretty much pieced up by Daniel Rodriguez. But that was a good fight, though, at least. And that was a fun main event to do. Maybe do him and Leon again. Because Leon's got to fight Jorge Masvidal, which is a fun fight for him. But, I mean, we'll see. Because Jorge Masvidal, we're going to probably bump him down to super lightweight. Because he's kind of small for a welterweight anyways. At 5'10", and also his size. He's kind of more of a lightweight, I think, or super lightweight. At least a 165er. Crazy Matt Brown still ranked at 25th. He's fought some tough guys and beaten some tough guys, though, here in the save. He just beat James Krause. He beat Takashi Sato as well. The D-Rod fight, though, of course. D-Rod's a demon. But yeah, D-Rod, of course. He's undefeated right now for us. 16-1. He beat Stephen Thompson, beat Matt Brown. Now, Matt Brown's ranked. He beat this Molly Naradev, who's very, very tough. Who's, 15th. He's gotten 2 top 15 wins, when you kind of think of it like that. As far as him, and I don't want to give him Alvarez, because he's already kind of beat the veteran guy like Stephen Thompson. I don't know who will fight next, really. It could really be, could be Usman even. That'd be a fun fight. Who knows? Welterweight's interesting, for sure. Super lightweight, the rankings are going to be all fucked up until we crown our champ. So, but yeah, I mean, Michelle is going to be really good. We're going to have Anthony Pettis be a super lightweight. Masvidal, of course, going to be a super lightweight. We're going to have, of course, Conor and Khabib. It's going to be packed with some kind of names from yesteryear in a way, but I think there's going to be some rising talent as well. Obviously, Esteban, as far as Riva Verches is going to be very, very good. Him and Daniel Zahaber. Also, Joel Alvarez is going to be a super lightweight. He's going to be very tough to beat. That's going to be interesting. Lightweight, of course, was going to be Gregor Gillespie. Now, who knows? Tony Ferguson, as far as if he's going to beat Rick Glenn, could give that fight since he's already beaten Kevin Lee in the past. Makes a lot of sense, right? He just got to beat Rick Glenn. No, but that's easier said than done. Of course, Rick just beat Dustin Poirier, who I don't even see Dustin on the fucking top 25. That's crazy. Yeah, I see Gaethje. Oh, no, there's Dustin. He's 8th. Jesus. I'm just blind. But yeah, I mean, and of course, Beneil Dariush, he just beat Mirabek. So he's on a little bit of a run. His only loss is to Kevin Lee. As far as, maybe a Quinta. That probably makes a little bit more sense to do. Him and Ali Quinta. Now that Al's just lost. Trying to think when Al's going to be ready. Since he also just beat Islam, too. 21 days. Yeah. We could definitely make that happen. Because, I think Beneil Dariush, he fought in July. It's kind of crazy. Oh, he's on hiatus, too. That's right. Yeah, we got 2 guys in the top fucking 10 on hiatus. In the lightweight division. Crazy. Nick Lentz was going to fight again Anthony Pettis. We're going to change that. Nick Lentz, was an Iowa kid. He was an Iowa wrestler. We were going to have him fight Anthony Pettis. I feel like that's a kind of a bad idea. So we're going to change that. He's going to be waiting in the wing until I kind of figure out who I want him to face. Mirabek makes some sense. Islam makes sense. To give Islam another crack at the top 10. Of course, the unanimous decision loss was very, very tough on him. He's going to be waiting 2 months, though, so probably not. Gaethje, that'd be great if Justin Gaethje can get a fucking win. He just beat Rustam. He's waiting 21 days for him to be ready to go, so we'll be waiting on that. But yeah, they still have Anthony Pettis in the lightweight rankings. Right now we have him taking on Mansoor, who's a really good super lightweight, but I don't know if that will be the actual fight that's going to happen, though, in March. We'll kind of wait and see. Just kind of looking to see how everything's playing out. See if we update it, if it'll change it. Oh, it will. Perfect. So, yeah. So now, Guam will be there. As, I think it crashed it. Yeah, that did in fact crash it, so it'll go back to, at least I want to look at the super lightweights. There we go. Do we have to update every single one? So that will be, oh no, it just did it now. So now we could save it. There we go. So that's going to be nice now. Super lightweight at least will look, now we're going to have Rafael Dos Anjos down there. It's going to look pretty good, I think. Yeah, James Krause, Leonardo Santos, Kyle Stewart's going to be down there, Dwight Grant. We got, we're piecing up a division a little bit. As, yeah, and the Masvidal is going to be down there. Alright, so note to self, not update it while you are looking at it. My God, as, for featherweight, of course, Moicano, Taboria, that match is set. Max Holloway will be fighting Michael Johnson as well. That's going to be a fun fight. Aldo will be fighting John Lineker because I just want to see that fight. That's happening on the Brazil pay-per-view, so that's going to be a while. That'll be in the summer. Zabit, of course, will now be taking on Guan Wang. Leron Murphy will be taking on Yair Rodriguez. That is main eventing that ABC card that will be in London. Kevin Aguilar will be fighting... I want to say, is he fighting back? Oh, yeah, Soda Cusa, that's right. I was about to say he's fighting one of the two. But yeah, Caceres, I believe, might be fighting Mirsad Bektic, yeah. That is definitely not Alex Caceres. Wow, that does not look like Alex Caceres at all. That is crazy. Wow. His pick, I mean, he looks completely different. That is wild. That does not look like him at all. But, yeah, Calvin Kattar, 25th. Crazy. Guan Wang not looking to make a run at 24. Of course, bantamweight. It was going to be Uriah Faber in the Sandman. But Dominic Cruz, it's just too good not to make that fight happen again. A fourth time. It will not main event the pay-per-view, will be the co-main. This is just a fun fight to do. And, Ray Borg and Cejudo. Whoever wins that fight will probably fight Sandhagen, and then whoever wins between Sandhagen and the winner of that fight will fight Faber or Cruz, whoever's the champ at that time. Of course, O'Malley and Ronnie Lawrence. Ronnie Lawrence was going to fight Almeida, and now Almeida's out for a year, so they also are going to have two guys that are in the top 10, and they're going to be out for a year. So that sucks. Yadong Song will be on the rise. TJ Dillashaw now is fighting Ronnie Lawrence. That's a big opportunity to fight a former champ for Ronnie Lawrence. Ricky Simone, hopefully will be fighting relatively soon. We'll see. We also want him on that Washington card, too, so that might be a bit of a waiting game for him. Umar Nurmagomedov just missed out on being on his card with his cousin Habib, but it is what it is. His one loss came from that, being on the Ireland card with him. No, that wasn't... was that? Yeah, no, he actually won. He beat Montel Jackson, but he lost to Peter Yan. That's what it was. Kind of want to do him and Marab, since obviously in real life that fight was awesome. Just for the sake of redoing that fight. Flyweights, Asmat Kuravov and Brandon Royval, that fight is set. And Alex Perez is fighting Jair de Silva. Pantoja and Magomed Biblatov, they've already had their fight. He beat him. It was a 3-round fight, too, so, I mean, because we could make it a 5-rounder, but that'd be kind of weird, since we don't really do that, like the real UFC does, where they'll throw co-mains as 5-round fights, but I just, I think Pantoja should probably fight the winner, Perez and Jair de Silva. For Alex Perez, of course, he's fighting Figgy, though, actually. That's right, yeah. But he's already beaten Brandon Royval, and he beat Jair de Silva, so that's why we did the Figgy fight. That's right. I think Jair de Silva is fighting Kai Kara France. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I had it mixed up. That's a fun fight, though. Either way. But yeah, I mean, just with Alex Perez, his only losses are literally Kazmat Kuravov and Benavidez. But maybe we'll get a rematch, potentially, for Perez. We'll see. We shall see. If, of course, he can beat, as far as get the win over Figgy. But also, him and Pantoja is a fun fight to do anyways, again, so. And also, we might even do Magomed Biblatov, since he hasn't fought him. So that's something different, too. Because at least he finished Royval, but also, he never fought Alejandro Pantoja as well already. So, yeah, that'll probably be the fight to make. But, yeah, flyweight, I mean, it's coming together, actually. At the beginning, it wasn't looking too hot. But now we got them all situated. There was just a couple people that were gone for PEDs, like Jair de Silva and Kai Kara France, but now both guys are back, so works out well. The featherweight women's division, again, this division's basically on death's door. Once Amanda retires, this will be gone, and we'll replace it with a women's bantamweight division, because there's just more bantamweights than featherweights and bantamweight. It's kind of crazy. We don't even have 25 women's bantamweights anymore. The reason being, we've put a lot of girls in Invicta, so that's just kind of the reason why. But Paula Cristina, 6-3, of course, just lost. Tamirez Vidal, 3-2, which is weird. I don't know if we'll bring her down to Invicta, because right now we kind of just need bodies. It's weird. We're in a weird spot right now, but of course, Joja just lost to Aspen Ladd. Yana, she's fighting Pena. Probably the winner of that fight will probably fight Aspen Ladd. Also could do Varela as well, since but she lost to Pena. She's not really looking too hot. I mean, really, should probably be Nunez in another rematch. But again, she got knocked out by Aspen Ladd in the third, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, it's just a weird state right now. But yeah, Macy and Aaron Blanchfield for Valentina Shevchenko. She's third right now. She just beat Molly McCann, which that definitely gave her a title fight. I think, getting that win. But at the same time, we might give her another fight. I'm not sure if we'll give her De La Rosa or Robertson or even Lepsky or even one of the, Casey O'Neill or Mariah Agapova, rather. But, yeah, I mean, the women's flyweight division, it's stacked. We got talent everywhere. It's probably the deepest division we got right now. Strawweight's pretty good, though, too. Obviously, Thug Rose and Zhang Wei Li's up next. Where the Courtney Casey's ranked so high. Same thing for Esparza. Well, I guess Esparza just beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk, so she should be ranked pretty high. Courtney Casey and Esparza should definitely flip, and then Casey should flip with Jan, and then Panario, Gadella, and even Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and even Ronda Marcos. Fucking Andrade should be ahead of her. She should be maybe, 15th, maybe. But, we have Long Stamp and Denise Zambanaga, we brought in some really, really top talent for this women's flyweight division, or women's strawweight division, rather, and Lupita's obviously on the rise, like she did in real life, and we also have Grace Cleveland on the rise. Yeah, I mean, we're rolling a little bit. We also renamed Shanae Buys, because obviously she doesn't go by that anymore. She is Shanae Vlismaz, I believe it's pronounced that. But yeah, as far as there we go. So we got through all the rankings finally. Got through it all. And now we can get to the actual fight card. Oh yeah, we gotta go to Dana. They still haven't given... I literally have been waiting a week to start the Dana White Contender Series, and they have still yet to do it. As far as sign them. Any piece of mail, I gotta make sure. I should have just formed it at the beginning. That would have made probably the most sense. But yeah, let's do it again. I already made a bit. Alright, just wanted to double check. It's like, hey, did you forget about me? Type of thing. But yeah, Jan Blachowicz, Jimmy Crute, Macy Chiasson, Megan Anderson. Winner of this fight will take on Amanda Nunes for the women's featherweight title. Brendan Lazar, Marvin Vittori, middleweight contest. Jim Miller, Joseph Duffy, lightweight contest. We are in Ireland for this fight night. Norman Park, Danny Roberts. It's a fun 175 bout. Actually, Norman Park comes in at 171. We might have him be a super lightweight. If you want to come in at 171, 165 might be your jam, buddy. Gunnar Nelson and Peter Sobota, as far as the 175 bout. As far as Elise Reed and Chiara Panenko, so 155 belt there on the women's side of things. Carl Moore, Zach Paga, as far as 205. Jurasek is a 175 bout against Reese McGee. Of course, Ireland native as well, also coming in at 170. Alan Badot as taking on Roman Delitzi as far as 205 bout again there. Of course, Roman, in real life, bit of a savage. Right now, though, in the save, hasn't gotten a win yet. Maybe that'll change here. As far as for the odds here for the Jimmy Crute, Jan Blachowicz fight, Jimmy Crute's a favorite. 13-1. As far as for him, he's taking on an absolute vet in Jan Blachowicz. He's beating Ryan Spann, Thiago Santos. A good little run. His only loss was to Misha Kirkunov, which I was with a Peruvian necktie, which is very awesome. But yeah, that was pre-save as well. So he hasn't lost yet in the save. The fight with Ryan Spann was very telling, though. That was a hell of a fight. But this is a hell of an opportunity. Here's a guy who's 6th in the world at lightweight, hasn't fought anybody that's ranked higher than 10th, and he's fighting Jan Blachowicz. Obviously, Jan, in real life, ends up getting the light heavyweight title. Ends up even being the first guy to beat Izzy. And to think here in the safe, he was kind of looking like he might be the guy to take on John Jones, but then he lost Anthony Smith. And yeah, and then of course, as far as with John moving up to heavyweight now, he just beat Johnny Walker, though. That was a big win. Johnny's a tough guy. Big dude, and a guy that probably should fight more at heavyweight. As far as for Johnny Walker in real life, but this is a big time fight for sure. Obviously, both guys know what's on the line. A chance at glory, and for Jan Blachowicz, it's now or never for him as far as being a champion. For Jimmy Crute, at least still young in his career, still got some time left, but to know that you got Yuri Prochazka waiting for you on the other side is very intriguing. For Macy Chiasson and Megan Anderson, of course, Macy just got a big win back in as far as it was a quick turnaround fight for her, because that was of course in Louisiana, beat Felicia Spencer back in October, fighting here to kick off the new year, much like she did last year, which she got a split decision win in that one. This is her 5th fight of the save, which is kind of crazy. 30 years old, 5'9", of course. Megan Anderson, 4-3 in the UFC, just lost to Amanda Nunes, looking to get a rematch. We'll see. As far as her biggest win in the save, it's really not anything impressive. Like Norma Dumont isn't around. Raquel Pennington just lost in Invicta, which is crazy. I did not expect her to lose at all in Invicta. So, that shows you how washed she is. For Megan Anderson, it's a big time fight for her. Big time fight for her. We'll see. Macy's a slight favorite. I'd have to agree with them, but we'll see. Brendan Lazar in the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori. It is crazy how much of a rise Brendan Lazar has had. He is, from the Johannesburg, South Africa. He beat Kaio, and he also beat Philip Rowe, and he's also beaten Dreykus before in the save here, as far as before he signed with us. Of course, as far as that tough season, that she didn't even win it. The tough season is so funny. The guy who won tough, as far as the Polish middleweight, as far as he beat Nick Maximov in the tournament. I think he actually lost. Actually, it was Matos who ended up winning it all. Because he ended up losing. Did the Polish, as far as the Polish middleweight, Brendan Lazar, probably one of the better guys in that. Well, actually, it's Nick Maximov. Nick Maximov's probably the best guy to come out of that. But Lazar's right there with him. If he can beat Marvin Vettori, who is ranked, of course, Marvin Vettori. Oh, no, he's not ranked. He was ranked at one point here in the Savior. He's beaten ranked guys. He beat Omari Akhmadov. He beat Abdul as far as in September. He had a great 2021. The motherfucker's on a 6-fight win streak, and with his granite chin, the guy can't really be stopped knockout-wise. So he is very, very tough to put away. We'll see how Lazar does against Vettori, who is, as far as he is the slight favorite, but Marvin Vettori is very, very tough. That's a great challenge for Brendan Lazar. Jim Miller and Joseph Duffy, though, 2 vets, but Jim Miller, of course, is the man. And 32-15-1, no contest to Garcia has fought a who's who of talent, but right now, he's actually on a bit of a losing streak. He lost to Gaethje, which that was just a fun fight to make, even though we knew Gaethje was going to win. That was just fun to do that fight. Yeah, even the Bobby Green fight, Bobby Green in real life fucked him up. Here in the safe, he even finished him. He really fucked him up. Not looking good for him. But, good to great fights. Actually, good, great, and a fantastic fight there before the save ended. Or before the save, rather, in 2019. Yeah, he's gonna... maybe now or never, as far as will he retire here? That'd be kind of sad, because I would love to book him on the 300 card. It is coming up, relatively soon. We're about 30 of them away. But I would love to have him on that card, but you gotta make sure he gets a win here over Joseph Duffy. He is the favorite, but it's a slight favorite. Joseph Duffy, look for his 20th win. Of course, was just a long-ass lightweight. Had gotten some wins. He beat fucking Norman Park and Conor McGregor, which is crazy. Then, just kind of didn't really put it all together in the UFC. But he did fight some tough guys. I mean, the Dustin Poirier fight, that was very tough. Lost to James Vick and Mark, and also we gave him Usman here in the save to really stamp that down. Then we let him go, let him go back to Cage Warriors, because I figured that was where he was going to go if we didn't extend him. And he got a couple of wins. Again, submissions, triangles, leg locks, guillotines, which is perfect, because Jim Miller, he loves to jump that guillotine, and he's great, man. Great stuff. It's just crazy. What a crazy little career Joseph Duffy's had. But TriStar Gym guy as well. Learning from in Kevin Lee and Roy McDonald's gym. It's a great place to learn. As Norman Park, Storm and Norman taking on Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts. As Storm and Norman looking for his 30th win, 6-2-1. As far as he is on an absolute tear right now, 4-fight win streak. Just beat Diego Lima in his first fight back after being in KSW, and of course hadn't been in the UFC in 5 years. Give or take. And he fought Gleison Tebow and Trinalato and Rustum. He fought some tough guys. Leonardo Santos as well. But to be back here, at his age too, pretty impressive. Got a chance to beat somebody tough like Danny Roberts. He is the favorite. Danny, former boxer. Just lost to Nicholas Dalby. Got 30-27 by Dalby. That's not great. He loses here. Boy, oh boy, will he have a questionable resume as far as will we keep him or not. Because he'll be 17-7. As far as in his UFC record as well, it will be 6-6. Not great. Not great. We'll see. We'll see. His prelims, main event, Gunnar Nelson. I thought Gunnar Nelson was low-key going to be a problem when he was kind of getting his feet wet here. First Icelandic fighter, especially after the Zach Cummings win. It's like, this guy might be on something. Then you have the split with Rick Story. It's like, alright, split decision. It sucks, but he'll be fine. Then they lost to Damian Maia, which, Damian's tough, even at that age. He's a good grappler. The Ponzinibbio loss was like, alright, I think it's over. As far as him being like a top 15 welterweight, it's like, alright, it's over. Then the Leon Edwards split decision, which is crazy again. If he gets that win, Leon doesn't fight Usman probably. And then the Gilbert Burns loss on top of that. Then we give him 2 fights here in the save. He loses both of those. So now, 4-fight losing streak, 2 of them being splits. Sad. It's very, very sad. It's sad that out of, as far as his losses, out of 7 of them, 3 of them are splits. That's tough. Tough pill to swallow. But Gunnar, man, he's still, even at 33, he's a very, very tough dude. I mean, a world champion Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm kind of used more so of Connor's kind of Jiu-Jitsu guy for a hot minute there when he was training with him. As far as he, man, I think the break was tough for him. He probably shouldn't have been, he probably shouldn't have taken that break, because that was, well, at the same time, though, he had probably, the break wasn't that long, actually, because that was basically before he had his first fight on Fuel back in the day. That's great that Stephen Struve and Stipe Miocic was the main event, but, this is a big-time fight. Big-time fight for Gunnar Nelson. For Peter Sabota, he also, tough fight, was a judokan. He still is a judokan, rather. He just beat Norden Talib, which is huge. He lost to Leon Edwards as well, but at least he got finished by Leon Edwards. He's beaten Nicholas Dalby in the past. The split decision loss, he broke his jaw. He still kept on going, so tough motherfucker, for sure. Just a tough start, was 0-3. Came back, got some wins. I would say he definitely is not going to get cut or anything if he loses this one, even if he'll be 5-6. in the UFC. It's just, he started off a little rough, but he is a clear favorite as Gunnar Nelson. This is a fight for Gunnar Nelson to get a win, is what this is. Try to give him a bit of a layup, a bit of a can of crush, so we can get back on the winning side of things. As far as Elise Reed in Chiara, Beastie Barbie Penko. As far as the Italian native, taking on the New Jersey native. Both girls bigger. I forgot Reed. We had already had her debut here. She beat Marissa, as far as Marissa Messer Balencia. As far as, that was in February. That was a fun fight, too, as she's done very well for herself. For Chiara, the Italian native, no team, though. She has been in UFC, which is wild. She wasn't in Invicta or anything, or even Bellator. She, a strawweight, 5'4", a little, maybe not a little small for strawweight, but, 5'3" for elite. Yeah, they're both pretty small strawweights. We'll see. We'll see. Reed's the favorite. I think that makes sense. For Carl Moore and Zach the Ripper Boga, as far as the Ireland native, taking on Zach Boga. As far as Zach kind of got fucked up because we signed him way too early. We should have let him build up his reputation and get more fights under his belt. 33, they want him to be a heavyweight. That's not going to be happening. He is going to be a light heavyweight for sure. They have Carl Moore as the favorite at minus 300. Another guy, the former Bellator guy, fought in Cage Warriors. Bringing him in mainly as a bit of a can to crush for some of our guys at light heavyweight. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough. Zach is a tough guy, even though he's the underdog. It's just because he hasn't had a lot of fight experience. As for Reese McGee, the Belfast, Ireland native, Skeletor McGee against Jurasek, the Slovenian from Valley Tudo. As far as style, no team. As far as, Reese, I don't think, was his debut against Hamzat Chimaev? Because I want to say in real life it was. If it wasn't his debut, it was one of his earlier fights. He was back in the Apex. Which, that's a tough draw of straws as far as to get Hamzat in your first fight. But, he's an interesting guy. It's nice to have another Irish guy on the card. He's a decent guy, but I think, as far as talent-wise, sure, he's going to be much better than Jurasek here. Which Jurasek's, he's fought Shavkat Rachmanov, but obviously Shavkat 30-27 him. He loses here, be 10-2, 0-2, but has definitely fought tough guys, so you can't really hold it against him. But someone's going to lose, type of thing. As the Black Samurai, Alan Bordeaux, taking on Roman Dolidze, which Roman, again, 0-2, 6-2. He's not even the favorite against Alan Bordeaux, as the Muay Thai Judo background. Both guys no teams as well. Both guys need a win. Bit of a desperation kind of kicking in for that opening prelim fight. As again, the semifinals of the light heavyweight tournament. And as far as Jan Blachowicz, main eventing for the 5th time. Finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Jimmy Crute is the favorite, but this is probably Crute's first main event. Yeah, it is. First main event. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for sure. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. As on the female side of things for Macy Chiasson and Megan Anderson. Very, very close, though. A coin flip there. 4-3 on the Blurcast staff picks, giving it to Macy there. And then Brendan Lazar and the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori. Very, very tough fight for both guys as well. Vettori's a tough guy to knock out, but for Brendan Lazar, he's not looking to knock him out. He's looking to tap him out. For Joseph Duffy and Jim Miller, both guys have finished 3 of the last 5 opponents. Both vets. Both great submission artists as well. It's a fun fight night main card fight there. Storm and Norman. Park as taking on Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts, and Park is the favorite. Roberts hasn't won since November 2019. Park hasn't. His last loss was February 2016. He has just been on an absolute tear. Can he make another one here tonight? And for Gunnar Nelson, he needs a win in the worst of ways. Again, the guy hasn't won in a couple of years. He's taking on Peter Sobota. But man, if he loses here, we might have to let him go, which would be pretty sad. As far as Elise Reed and Chiara Beastie Barbie, Panko, as far as, I think it's pronounced Panko. She does have one backer, but I would say Elise Reed is the favorite. Oh my god, Zach has a 14-inch reach advantage. That is fucking insane. 14-inch reach advantage. You gotta win. How fucking small is Carl? He's 6'2". Something's got to be up with that. That is insane. Wow. I'm just kind of curious. Do I have a Tapedology tab open? No, I don't. I was going to just look it up. There's just no way. Well, that's crazy. But yeah. I don't know how... Carl Moore, there's no chance he's going to win this fight. You would think, with a 14-inch reach disadvantage. Oh, Jesus, I mean, that's crazy. It's Reese McGee, Urasek. Reese McGee hasn't won in a couple of years, but again, he's a tough guy, and he is the favorite. He's probably going to put him away there. Bordeaux and Roman Dolidze, tough fight here. Bordeaux, 7-0. Dolidze, probably fighting for a contract, weirdly enough. Just kind of wild to think about. Herb Dean's our free cake side judges here. Here we go. They touch gloves. Of course, no teams for either fighter. This is as close as it can get, really, for these two, as far as even. Bordeaux with a pair of jabs. Went for a high kick. Have been pretty crazy. He's standing trade strikes. Goes to the left, kick to the body. 1-2 from Dolidze. Coming in for the takedown. Oh, boy. Dolidze taking down. A single leg. Or, I don't even think it was a single leg. I think it was he shot in, but from a Muay Thai Judo background, to shoot in like that against a freestyle wrestler and get that, not good. Oh, again, Bordeaux ends up getting, grabbing up against the cage here, so now knee to the thigh, trying to get some dirty boxing going, maybe going for a Judo throw, potentially? No, they're just gonna battle up against the cage. Yeah, Bordeaux's up 1-0. Great right hook, though, from Bordeaux after the slipping past the right hook attempt. 1-2 from both guys here. Left jab, left to the body from Bordeaux. Dolidze with a left and straight right. Both guys hitting left crosses here. Here we go. It's starting to turn it up a little bit. Left jab, right cross. That's blocked, though, for Dolidze. Missed the left jab. Also lands, well, but lands left to the body. So that's a good little shot there. 1-2 from Dolidze. Nice right hook from Bordeaux. Bordeaux's getting tired. Can give a chance for Dolidze to come in, but he goes for the right hook, but missed it. Here comes a counter. Bracer jab followed by a right hook. Oh! Gets countered. Does Dolidze right hook on the jaw, and down he goes. Could finish him right here, and goes for the Americana. Dolidze hangs on, trying to get the mount. It's a scramble. Wow. Yeah. Dolidze is pretty much on E. I'm sure so is Bordeaux after trying to probably empty the gas tank to try to finish him, but yeah. Terrible decision going for the Americana. Yeah, he's pretty much defeated. Is Dolidze here. Left jab, right hand on the gloves. 2 weak punches followed by a leg kick. Ooh, another clean right hand. Down he goes. It's going to finish him here. Yeah, Herb Dean's going to stop the fight. Tough break for Dolidze. He's gone. Bordeaux, though, gets his first win, and he's 8-3. We'll see how he does. He wants Jordan Young next. That's interesting. As a Urasek and Reese McGee. 6'1", 5'8". As far as a bit of a height differential here. Of course, it's crazy again. McGee even weighing at 175. We'll definitely put him at 165. Yeah, Reese, home crowd here gets a roar. Here we go. They touch gloves. Counter jab, 1-2. Nothing. Strikes exchange. Nothing coming of it. Halfway point already. Boy, a bit of a snoozer. Body kick. Comes in with the attack on a jab from Urasek. Off balance. Left hand. Big right hand misses, though. Jab. Right hook. 1-2 from McGee. 2 hands. In the exchange. Can't connect with the jab. He can't connect with substrikes. It's right roundhouse kick to the body. Feints one way. Here comes the off balance here. Left hand right to the punching right hook. Avoids the big high kick, though, after the jab. And that's 10-9 McGee. Yeah, he knows. He's the minus 750 favorite. He should be feeling good about himself. And he lands a right hand into the jab, misses. Jab, nothing but down with the big right. Leg kick there after the jab's wide. Jab lands, low kick. Standard trade. Neither fighter can land anything. Lands the left jab. Misses the high kick, though. Doesn't dribble his opponent with an ending on the high kick. Minute left there. Still swinging. Counter left hand. Doesn't connect. Can't connect with the jab. Hits the body kick. And that's another round for McKee. And yeah, Jurasek needs a finish. Don't think it's going to happen. Sithrin kicks the legs up to the left hand from McKee. Yeah, McKee keeps it going. Jab, right hook block though. Jurasek though, trying to get for a 1-2. Landed the jab, but he missed the right hand. Counters the right hand with a quick left jab to kick the lead leg. Oh! Down he goes. Looks like a low blow there. That's back underway. We rarely see that. Oh, slips past the right hook and counters the head kick. Just landed, just about landed. Albeit without much power, so that would have been crazy. Oh, head kick coming. Counters it as Jurasek comes in with a jab of the right hooks, avoiding the last possible second. Now the left hand and the spin kick to the ribs. Low kick there. Off target left jab, hits the right hook. McKee's getting tired a little bit. Jurasek is starting to land a 1-2. Oh, there goes Jurasek though. Gets open up there. Yeah, McKee stumbling into a clinch. McKee now got him. Oh, trying to get him against the clinch. Or up against the cage. And now in the clinch, Jurasek's trying to take him down. Stops him. So yeah, I mean, he's going to get 30-27. Which, I mean, for a plus 590 underdog, not the worst thing in the world. At least he didn't get finished. But, yeah, not a great fight. Kind of disappointing for McKee. I mean, when you're that much of a favorite and you don't finish the guy, a little bit disheartening. Zach Pauga. I mean, I cannot believe. 14-inch reach advantage. Carl Moore, good luck, buddy. Yeah, there's comes in with the left hand. Moore with the left jab of the right cross is blocked. Yeah, no shit. Off target with the head kick. Off balance is Pauga. Oh my god. I mean, Zach is getting counter struck. There we go. Now he's finally going to counter. Quick left jab and a right hand. About to say, it should be almost impossible for you to get outstruck here. Two counter left hands. Beautiful straight right, though. Just Carl Moore keeps it going. Left jab, or just a jab. Doesn't even say which side. Jab and a low kick. So he still landed shots as Moore. Left hand exchange. Left jab misses on the shot to the body. Bobbing out of the way of the pocket here. Jab. Hits a leg kick. Jab. Coming in close. Trying to get close. Jabbing over straight right hand that lands hard. Again, he is landing shots. He might have won this round. Insane. Absolutely insane. Connects with the right hand, jab right hand. Oh my god, and Zach has been rocked. Big right hand. Flushed him. Big right hook. He's gonna fucking TKO him. 14-inch disadvantage. Unreal. Unfucking real. And he beat him. Carl Moore. Nothing to fuck with. Praise his team at Team Roughhouse. Was very responsive to love fans and give him support. I mean, that is how you do it. As the Irish natives are just nailing it right now. As Elise Reed, Chiara Banco. Here we go. 8-touch gloves. Oh, combinations with a roundhouse kick to the body. Fails to land. And now Banco got her against the cage. Trapped her there. Taking her down. Yeah, got the takedown. Armbar. I like it, though. Went for an armbar. Didn't waste any time. Yeah, I mean, she clearly won that round. Hopefully, after the armbar, not a whole lot happening. Quick flurry of punches here from Reed. Oh, caught her with a right hook, too. Ooh, cut her open as well. Underneath the eye, leg kick from Reed. Oh, clenched up with her. Boy, oh boy, we know what Banco is wanting to do. It ain't happening. Oh, she gets that takedown, though. Seated up against the cage is not good. Can't get him out. Looking for the choke. Oh, no guillotine. Looking for it again. Blocks the guillotine again. I mean, they had to give it to Banco. That's tough. That is tough. I'd say for the sake of entertainment, it should be 1-1. But it's probably 2-0 Banco. And she's going to get that takedown. Got her in close here with the double underhooks. Just trying to make sure she doesn't get caught potentially. And it's a scramble. So got her up against the cage. Another takedown. Dragged her right back down. Trying to sweep. Calmly deals with her. Couple of punches. Yep, some rights. Attempted to sweep. Again, trying to get a double underhook. Making sure she doesn't get attacked. And yeah, probably 30-27. Now there's a couple of 29-28s. So yeah, I'm cool with that 29-28. Chiara Banco getting her first win. Beating Reed, who gets her first loss. And she wants Tabitha Ritchie. That is crazy. Tabitha Ritchie's ranked relatively high for somebody that just made their debut. But 7-1? fuck it. Might as well, right? Gunnar Nelson and Peter Sabota. Steve Muscati, a referee. Gunner's job on the line here. Here we go. They touch. Oh, doesn't touch gloves. Oh boy, and not drawing any fans with that one. The takedown. Oh, he's got him. Oh, Peter Sabota. Oh, gets caught with the triangle. Oh, it's deep. Oh, he slams him. Fuck yeah. Oh, he knocked him out. Oh, it just sunk it in deeper though. Oh, he taps. That was fucking crazy. I thought he was gonna slam him and knock him out, but no. When he slammed him, it wasn't like a full-on rampage where he knocks the guy out. It actually made it to where it sunk in deeper. It slid him down more into his neck area. My God, what a win. A violent end to that one. And what a win, though, for Gunnar Nelson. 18-7-1 now. That's how you fucking do that, though. Well, Peter Sabota, you got a fan out of me, though. I mean, that was awesome. Trying to slam somebody out of a triangle. Love that. Yeah, Norman looking for his 30th win. Danny Roberts, low-key fighting for a job. We'll see. This Park, of course, the Ireland native. I don't know where we're at, if we're in Dublin or Belfast, but obviously Northern Ireland. I'm sure the droves of people showing up to probably not support him. Who knows? Maybe we'll support him. As a jab, left roundhouse kick to the ribs. Trying to take an initiative. Another rib shot here. I'm liking what Roberts doing. Oh, went for the big left to the body, but avoided it. Did Park. Yeah, Park's getting fucked up. Roberts is boxing really, really good. Jab in the exchange. Went for the vicious left-hander for the right jab. Park trying for his chance to grapple, but he's getting tagged. 2 right hands to the big left. Oh, and he rocked him. Oh, beautiful left hand. Drops him. Down he goes, and he's going to finish him. How about that? Danny Roberts. What a finish. What a win for Norman. Your 30th one's going to have to wait a little bit. But, man, what a tough break. But Danny Roberts, what a win. Keeps his job. And, as the upset win as well at Stanford MMA. Thanks everyone connected with them. And big win. Big win for sure. Jim Miller and Irish Joe. Oh, Joseph Duffy. 5'10", 5'8". 19-5. 32-15-1. Unreal. So many fights for Jim Miller. And he's fought a who's who of guys. Loud ovation for Joseph Duffy. For the Ireland native. Here we go. They fight here. They start off with a right hook that missed it. Gets kind of the jab and a right cross. Oh, and he rocked him. Oh my God, landed the right uppercut, but it just not enough of it. Straight right hand. Still covered up against the cage. Oh my God. Straight right hand. Standing guillotine. He fights that off. Joseph Duffy just survived an onslaught from Jim Miller that not a lot of people would have survived. I thought he was going to knock him out. Then I thought he was going to choke him out. And he's still hanging in there. Leg kick. Comes in with a jab. Oh, comes in with a clinch here. Got him against the cage. Jim Miller stuck. Oh, superb outside. Oh my God, he's got his back. If he gets hooks in, it's over. But, I mean, that's a tough guy to get hooked in. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, good shit for Jim Miller, though. Joseph Duffy, though, just about pulled it off. That was crazy. Counters the right hand with the left jab and the right hook that's ducked. Miller comes in again, cleans the right hand. Off the counter, Joseph Duffy gets his takedown. Oh, guillotine, though. That's why you don't want to shoot in on. Oh, got the guillotine, but it's not fully sunk it in. Oh, and he has to release it. Leg lock, though, from Joseph Duffy. This fight is crazy. Leg lock again. Nope. Keeps the guard tight. Looking for it. Oh, and he got him. Got him there. Joseph Duffy. That is a resilient motherfucker right there. 20-5 now. What a win. Never gave up. And again, TriStar Gym. They got something going down there. I guess over there. Up there, depending on where you're at in the world. But yeah, I mean, this is, man, I mean, that's a hell of a fight, though. He gives the inject everyone at TriStar Gym. It's very responsive of his friends, family, and supporters. Brendan Lazar. The Italian Dream, Marvin Vittori's. Mazzagatti, referee, cage head judges. Here we go. They touch gloves. Yeah, Vittori, he's not going to be afraid to strike with him. He's not afraid to grapple with him by the looks of it. That's probably a terrible idea. Yeah, I got him against the cage now. The Muay Thai clinch, oh boy. I mean, listen, he's not going to knock him out, but you still don't want to get caught in a Muay Thai clinch because you're going to get swept. Oh, never mind. Man, and now Vittori's completely out of the grapple. Straight right hand lands hard. But again, Vittori keeps him over these trips. Just a terrible game plan. he's not going to take him down. Lazar's grappling is way too good. Left jab right is avoided, though, from Vettori. Jab hits home. Hits him with a slithering kicks to the legs. Oh, crunching right hook again. He's not going to crack him, though. You cannot crack that man. Vettori, again, looking for a wrestling takedown and doesn't get the dominant position. So now he's going to just get pushed up against the cage. Now Vettori's on top. Up against the cage. Knee strike here. Gets caught. Another knee strike. Unreal. Steamon's got to separate him. Yeah, just terrible, really, game plan. Is all this came down to for Marvin Vettori. Because he is not going to take him down. Ain't going to happen. Lazar's up 2 rounds to none. Vettori needs to finish. Combination fails to land. And they're all vicious right across. Oh my god, he rocked him. He dropped the man that seemed to be unrockable. Armbar. Not happening, though. Knee bar. Not happening either. Well, he's going to win the fight regardless, but I do love that he's going for leg locks and shit, and he gets it. Brendan Lazar's a bad man. Marvin Vettori should be ashamed of himself, though. Should have struck the whole time, but then again, I say that, he got fucking dropped in the third, so what can you do? Brendan Lazar, though, I mean, shit. Maybe, top 10 guy? Next, I mean, Vettori was up there pretty high. Makes sense. He's on a tear. 7-0 now. And he's at MatchFit MMA too. And yeah, just we'll see how he does in 2022. Co-main event. Macy Chiasson, Megan Anderson. Steve Mazzagatti, referee. Case set judges. Here we go. They touch gloves. Comes forward as Anderson. Left hand from Chiasson as now Macy. Equal to the 1-2 from Anderson. Straight right hand. Lands hard from Megan Anderson. Probably broke Macy's nose. That is insane to get a broken nose about a minute into the fight. 2 counter left hands in the exchange. 1-2 doesn't land either blows. Anderson with a left hook. Quick left, straight right from Macy. These girls are swinging. Oh, caught the nice little jab and a low kick. Nice right hook. Yeah, Megan's landed. Oh my lord, hit her with her high right head kick. Knocked her down and could finish the fight right here in the first. Hang it in there, though, is Macy, who is tough as nails. And yeah, Megan Anderson up to 1 round, excuse me. And of course, broke her nose, dropped her with a head kick, but Macy's still fighting. No quitting that girl. Has 3-punch combination, comes in with a right cross for Megan Anderson. Missed the right cross. Here comes a counter. Anderson with a left jab and a right hook that's ducked. Left jab, right cross. Good right hand from Anderson. Oh, here we go. Giving the little tires, Megan Anderson here. Oh, stinging right high kick. That's probably going to be another one. Yep, rocked her, dropped her. That's got to be it. Yep. As referee stops that one. That's good. I'm glad they stopped that one because Megan Anderson was completely fucking her up. It was very impressive to see that. And she wants Amanda Nunes, of course. Yeah. I mean, we got to make that fight happen. Our main event. The chance for light heavyweight gold on the line. Him and Yuri Prohaska waiting in the shadows. Training somewhere in the woods. Trying to chop down a tree with his fucking leg kicks. Like a goddamn samurai warrior. Waiting to see. Will it be Jan Blachowicz or will it be Jimmy the Brute Crute? We'll see. Neither fighter can really get anything going, though. 5-round fight, of course. For our main event, jab lands. Doesn't hit the head kick. Jab fails to land, but it lands a big right hand. Leg kick from Blachowicz after the jab is wide. Now Crute got him against the cage. Smothering him now, yeah. Got a short uppercut here, and then separate him. Oh, a contact with the head kick. Clean with the right hand from Blachowicz. Leg kick from Crute. Crute gets hold of him again. Good shit. I mean, that was a close-ass round. Crute did land that head kick, but I felt like Jan landed more strikes. Oh, no. No, Crute did, for sure. Wow, never mind. All right. Yep, 1 round for Crute. Jab, straight right hand. Nice little 1-2 from Blachowicz. Jab, no power behind it at all from Crute. Left jab and a low kick. Oh, that's avoided. That's the setup, though, as far as... Interesting, a 1-2. But, yeah, closing the distance, obviously looking to strike. Doesn't connect to the leg kick again. But the jabs are landing, at least. So, yeah, trying to get in close. Stunning right hook on the button from Blachowicz, and down he goes. Could finish it here in the second. Hanging in there is Crute. He knows what's at stake. He's not going to give it up that easy. He's going to rally a little bit, trying to take the opportunity to manageable half guard. Let's see what Crute can do. But obviously, Jan took that round. We're dead even going into the third. Crute with a pair of jabs, but he's already been rocked, so he doesn't want to get caught again. But he's trying to get... Oh, and he gets caught with a massive right head kick. Unreal. Finishing the fight here, Jan Blachowicz. You love to see it. What a fucking fight. What a performance from Jan. Didn't even need the championship rounds. And now we await to see when Jan can fight next. He didn't really take a whole lot of damage, so I'm hoping we can get that fight in the summer. If not, it will probably fall to the fall. But, because Yuri's already ready. He's ready to go. But yeah, Jan Blachowicz invites everyone to that local, party here for the post-show winners party here. WCA fight team. Interesting. Now, they might have a new UFC champion at their camp. Only 1,000 people showing up here for this card. It's a pretty decent card, though. I mean, really, the only average fight was Lazar and Vettori, and that was just a bad call from Vettori with his game plan. But yeah, a couple of these guys are going to get changed around, like, Norman. When you weighing in at his weight that he did, and, same thing for McKee, he'll be fighting probably 170, and, yeah, just kind of play it from there. Interesting fight. Interesting fights. Oh, wow. Decreased our popularity in a lot of places. Africa in general is -5 in Russia, -5 in Mexico, -5 in South America, -5 in Australia. Brutal. -5 in Japan. The only place we really didn't decrease popularity in was America and the UK and Canada, but everywhere else did not go over so well. Yeah, Jan, performance bonus. Megan Anderson, performance bonus. Duffy with performance bonus. Same thing for Danny Roberts. He looked great tonight. Oh, yeah, we'll give Gunnar... nah, that's alright. I mean, sure. Yeah, Carl Moore, for sure. I mean, giving up a 14-inch disadvantage to win that fight. Insane. Yeah, we still made a good bit of chunk of change there. But that will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching. A long one, for sure, with going over what's all happening in the new year, 2022. For us, as we'll catch you guys next time, as we head over to, as far as our next show, we have a jam-packed January. Every weekend will be a UFC card. Very, very tough. That's crazy. I forgot he was on the Carwin-Roy Nelson tough season. That's wild. But yeah, as far as our next card is in Brazil, Figgy versus Perez. Very, very fun main event there. We'll see how that plays out. We'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.